So James Preen with EFI TSS. I've had a lot of questions about users who want to be able to use the VDP freeform in the FireRate controllers, which comes free with the FireRate controllers. And most of the time, this information being asked is for a small church or a school or an association, a homeowners association, or even a golf club who sends out monthly newsletters to their members. Most of those are small publications, 200, 250 members, 500. And, the right way to do that type of variable document where you're going to have a newsletter that's going to go in the mail, obviously, they want to address them. And most of them are doing it the hard way, which is printing out labels and sticking labels on them. And they want to just do it while they print. It's a very common question. It's a very common application. The problem is there's some very nice software out there that'll let you do it intuitively, but it's not cheap. It's not real expensive, but it's not cheap for these small organizations. So you can use the VDP software that comes with the free FireRate, but it really is nothing more than an image overlay, which means you got to design your document that you want to print, and then you have to also design another sheet that's going to overlay on top of that design that has all the different addresses that you're sending the newsletter to. And the problem with that is, let's say you got 500 members. So you've got one template that's your design, and then you've got 500 separate pages that has the address information positioned on the sheet exactly where it's going to overlay on top of the document. So to me, that's an awful lot of work. If they're doing something that simple, take advantage of Microsoft Word's mail merge or Publishers merge, mail merge. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you right now. So on this document, you can see I've got this monthly newsletter. It's just a 4-page, there's nothing fancy about this. It's just for demonstration purposes. And at the bottom here, I put a box where I want my address to go. Now, this probably isn't the ideal place for the box. In fact, the box probably should be rotated. It probably should be in this direction because this is ultimately going to be folded and go in the mail. But for our purposes to demonstrate this, I'm just going to leave it this way. All right. Now, what you do inside of Word once you have your document is you just simply go over to mailings. And then you say, I want to start a mail merge. And let's just call it a normal Word document, nothing fancy there. Then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to select your recipients. I'm going to say use an existing list. Why? Because I already have a list right here under my sample databases. I have this. Now in my version, this may come up with, hey, there's a security thing, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. Now, then it'll come up saying open a workbook. What do you want to do? You want to open a certain sheet, or do you want the entire workbook? Well, you could have a workbook that's got, different sheets of different addresses, but for our purposes, I'm going to do the entire workbook because I only have one worksheet in there. And yes, I want the entire worksheet. Then I click OK. So then it says, hey, filter the results, filter, all right, recipients. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to insert. And I'm going to say first name, last name. Okay, you can see it's going down to my box here because that's where my cursor was. Then I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to come back and say on this line I want just the address. On this line I want the city, comma, state, period, and zip. Okay, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Now, after I do that, if I want to come over and look at the results, I could say preview results. And look at this. There's Adam Jones, there's Mark Sanchez, there's Michelle Stone, and obviously in my formatting in my Excel document, I didn't put spaces between first name and last name. But you get the point. Now, once they're done, all they have to do from here is they can either save this document or they can go file and print. Select their printer and off they're going. And if we were to preview these pages, there's my addresses on that page. So this is a real simple way for those small users, who have this application to take advantage of word mail merge or publisher mail merge. This will suffice. This will get done what they need to get done without spending a lot of extra money. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Always welcome the opportunity to help. Hope that does something good for you. Have a great week. Bye.